I'm gonna tell y'all what it's gonna be. Y'all know the Premier League football season is really getting started. Like, you feel me? And the Premier League gonna start very soon. Alright. So basically, we're gonna do prediction. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm not. Hey, I'm still gonna be, honest. Before some team, I don't give a fuck. Personally, okay. Personally, I want to see some. Who was the, you know, fuck, my bad. I didn't write it good. My bad. Alright. Now, the last season. I want to see who was first. Personally, and I know it's not gonna. I want to see some. Where was Leeds? The fact that Crystal Palace is still in Europa League, that's crazy. That's really crazy to me. But it's gonna be tough, gang. Hold on. It's gonna be tough to do it like that, gang. Alright, but we have to do it, gang. We have to. So fuck it. Personally, I do think to really just I think it's more hard to, in our head to really try to know who's the top three than the three last. Like, it's really more hard for me. Personally, I do think it's more hard. Alright. Okay, let's do it. Personally, I do think, it's sorry to say, I don't see Leeds going really that far. Personally. So for me, the last one gonna be Leeds. Personally. I do think they can do something, but at the same time, with I don't know, that's really hard to really just imagine them like doing something really that big. I personally that's the way I think. I after that, hey, we have to be honest, gang. Hull City, my bad game, but for me it's not gonna be it. For me, obviously it's not gonna be it. And I personally do think that. Then Fulham. That's hard, gang. That's more hard than anything. That's more hard than anything, gang. I need to see Fulham. I need to see them again. Hold on. Because they signed a great striker. Personally, I forgot his name. He from Real Madrid. Gonzalo, I do think that's his name. Yeah, y'all know the. Hold on. That's a mid-table team, gang. I can't even just like saying like that. Gonzalo, him. I do think is really a great sign. Alright, hear me out. In the offensive side, I do think Fulham is really great, but the defensive side, I'm kind of Nah, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Fulham gonna really do something. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Alright, Everton. Okay. Personally, I don't see Ipswich like going down. I don't really see them like that. I don't really see them like really going down like that. For real. Like personally. Brighton, I really do think it's gonna be a tough season but for them. Like if I do think they didn't really oh hold on. But y'all gotta think. They really dominate, gang. They was really dominate. Ips Ips my bad. They was in the Premier League before that, right? Yeah. So basically, I don't think they gonna. It's hard. Alright. Okay. Well, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay like that. We're gonna stay like that. Everton, personally, they're gonna go just right there. They're gonna stay, but not that much. Personally, I do think. Brighton, I know they was on right now they're on the conference league, but I do think it's gonna be like Tottenham. They're gonna have some great match in the the European stage, but I do feel they're not gonna do that much in the Premier League. Personally, I do think Coventry. I do think they're gonna stay. I do think they're gonna be even more better. Like they're gonna be the team that really gonna surprise us, but not really have that much, You know what I'm saying? Like a team, you just see them, they're not gonna do that much in the league, but you really do think like after the end of the season, oh, that's maybe if they do the right thing, like for everything, but if they do the right thing, they really have a big chance to really, grow or more better, and maybe have this potential to be in a European stage the next year, if they do the right thing. But they start building. So I really don't think they're gonna do that much. Personally, I do think this. I do think for me it's not no it's not too crazy. For me personally, it's not too crazy. This. Then it's really hard. Aston Villa, I personally I do think they who they got? Who they got? Personally, hey, I know as a PSG fan, I see one player who was really dominant, but y'all gotta think. And personally, what I seen, Aston Villa, y'all can say thanks to certain players, of course, but at first to the coach, to the manager. Y'all gotta say thanks to him because the way he literally do it in a PSG versus PSG in a Super Cup, that was really a great, he's really a great manager. So basically, I do feel y'all really have to thank him. But I do feel in long term, because the way like a lot of players, a lot of basically some solid players really go. They signed Zion. That's a great keeper. Let's see how he's gonna go, but that's a great Kama is a great player. Onana, we gotta see how he's gonna come back. Mozambique is a really really great sign, and yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, gang, Mozambique gonna be the best young player in the Premier League. I'm telling you. It's really like that. But other than that, I really don't think it's gonna be that much. They I don't think they gonna dominate like that. So personally, I do think. Oh, no, no, no. Let me see. Let me see how they went last year. How they win last year? Yeah, they was really good. So personally, I do think that it's really hard to put him like at 15. But hold on. Crystal Palace, I don't see them really that far. So I don't move them. I do think it's not really sharp. I want to see them go far, but nah, I don't think so. Sunderland. Hey, you know what? Sunderland, I do feel they can do some. Newcastle, I don't see them for a fact. So basically, Newcastle, who they got? Who they got? For real. Nah, nah, nah. Before saying that, who they got? Newcastle is really the team, like, really, really, they lost. They lost a lot. I do feel they lost a lot. I'm not gonna say like too much because who knows? There's a lot of team, like a lot of people were saying like they was bad, and at the end they was really doing some good things at the end. So, but I do feel they lost a lot, really a lot. Like they have some great players, yes, but they lost a lot. Y'all not gonna tell me otherwise. They really lost a lot on it. Crystal Palace may be gonna be above them for real. So I'm gonna put Crystal Palace at 13 at the 13th place. Tottenham, I don't know for real. Tottenham. Tottenham. Who they got? Who they got? Because they signed Tonali, but he's a he he's a really like a game changer. Like that. He's a good midfielder, but he is a really a changing player, especially when you got a lot of guys that really every season they really got injured. So basically, I don't really think like in the paper you see it. There's a solid team, but I don't know what it literally missing to make them better. You know, and I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm still be honest, even though I don't like them. Like I'm be totally honest. You feel me? But I don't see them really that far. Nottingham Forest, I don't think really that much personally. Sunderland gonna be like that. Hold on, no, no, maybe that's not bad. Hold on. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Sunderland. That's not that bad. 10th place, Brentford. I do think Brentford. That's really a great thing. But Brentford. Hold on. Let me tell y'all about Brentford. I want to say Brentford gonna shock you, gonna really shock a lot. Gonna shock a lot of team, and I really do mean it. They're not maybe gonna be in the top three, top five in the league, but they really gonna shock. And I'm telling you, and I'm gonna maybe be the first one to say Brentford gonna shock a lot of team, a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of team, maybe outside in England, whatever, whatever. You feel me? But they really gonna shock. Sunderland at 10th is. I really want them like to be more, but I don't really missing something. Really a thing. Have a good young players, especially that French. Oh no 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 no. I forgot his name, and I really do wish because I really seen something in him. Like I really that yo hey like I want him to, shine for real. Maybe because I'm French too, but it's not really only that. Hold on, wait yet. No, it's not him. Hold on, wait yet. It's him. No. No, I don't think it's him. I don't think. No, I don't think it's him. Or maybe I forgot. I forgot who it was. I forgot who it was. I forgot who it was. But personally, they're gonna shock a lot. Oh, then he's not French. He's Congolese. Or maybe it shows the nationality. Maybe he changed it. But him, I really want him like to really shine. You know? But really, yeah, like I said, they really have some good young players and really a good solid players that can do really something good. So personally, I really do feel Brentford gonna really shock a lot. Alright. Then Fulham gonna be a great solid team, but I really don't see them that far. And nah, Fulham gonna be there. Brentford, yeah, I do think it's gonna be like that because they have the way they be signing players is really crazy. Like y'all gotta understand, it's not the first year they be signing some players that a lot of teams really didn't see before, and they was the one seeing it, and suddenly when they go to a Premier League team like in Bones Mouth. My bad if I say wrong. My bad. I'm French, so basically I can have an excuse. I can literally have an excuse. Alright, but the way they be recruit and really hey, they got thanks a lot for on the for the recruiting team, the scouting team. Like they really have to thank them a lot, for real. They really a big part of the way they be last year how they ended, and yeah. But I don't know. Not in above Brentford though, but yeah, Fulham is not gonna be that much, personally. Great team, but they're not. You feel me? Alright, let's go for the top 6. Who's gonna be in the group in the European League? Alright. Liverpool, I do feel they can do something really good. You know what? Aston Villa gonna be oh shit. Oh my bad. Aston Villa gonna be right there. Man United, they really can do something. I do feel they really can do something actually, but they're gonna be fifth. It's gonna be something like I really tell y'all. It's not gonna be the same Man United. It's gonna really be a changing, a new face, like really. But I really not to think it's gonna be really, really, big. That much of a changing thing. But personally, yeah. Then Liverpool. Nah, Man City gonna be there. Liverpool. Alright. That's my thing. Nah, I'm gonna put Man United and Man City at fifth. Nah, they really have some great players though, man. Alright. Aston Villa, Man United, not gonna move. Now the top four is really hard. It's really, really, really hard to really define who, because Man City, the manager not gonna help them at all. Like it really not gonna help them at all. So this is why I'm saying like they're gonna downgrade. What? Oh, I type stats other than squad. Um, but I do feel okay. It's good. But I do feel Liverpool really have a solid team though. Hold on. Man City gonna be at the fourth place. Hear me out. Hear me out. It might be some crazy stuff. Maybe you're gonna see me like, what are you talking about and stuff like that. Okay, but the defense of Man City not gonna be they really been missing some pieces to really be a really good team. Alright, they really have some good midfield, really have some good midfield, but not that much. Um, they really have some good midfield. I ain't gonna lie, but they really have some good on the offensive side. But y'all gotta understand, like the manager is really like a good 60% of how the team gonna work. Even more, I do think 80% sometimes. But I do feel like the player really, really the player will play. So this is why I say 60. But Man City gonna be at the fourth place. Liverpool gonna be at the third place. Chelsea. You know what? Chelsea gonna be number one. Arsenal gonna be number two. And Chelsea gonna be number one. And they're gonna win the league. Alright? Chelsea gonna win the Premier League. And I'm telling you. And I'm not only saying that because I'm a Chelsea fan. But Chelsea gonna win the Premier League. I'm telling you. That's it. So we gonna we gonna say it again. The prediction for my prediction personally for the Premier League, the Premier League table, if it's shocking or if you get it wrong or something like that, is mine. I don't want to say it wrong or don't take it wrong. That's it. It's really my prediction. That's it. I say my proof, my point, my bad. But it's my prediction, like I said. Leeds is gonna be last. Hull City, Ipswich, Everton, Brighton, Coventry at 15th place. So really this I do think is really realistic, more realistic. I don't say like the other, all the rest of the table is not realistic, but I do feel it really can happen like that. This is the way I think. Then 14th place, Newcastle. Then Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Sunderland, Brentford, Fulham, Bournemouth. My bad if I say it wrong. Again. Aston Villa gonna be in the sixth place. Man United gonna be, they're gonna shock. It's gonna be something, a lot of things changing, but in a positive way. But I do feel in the fifth place it's not really, a shocking thing. All right, maybe next year they can compete to three-peat, the three, the top three. This is what we're saying. But right now, Man City, because of the manager, they're not gonna do a lot. have some great offensive, have some offensive player, a great midfielder. But personally, I don't think because of the manager they're gonna do a lot. Liverpool, in the other case, they're gonna do more than we expected, but still gonna be in the third place. Arsenal, they're gonna be second, and there, Chelsea gonna win the Premier League. And I'm telling you, it's maybe a shocking thing. Maybe it shocked a lot of people. Maybe y'all gonna tell, oh, what you saying there? You wrong, this and that. That's my prediction, and I'm telling you, if at the end of the season Chelsea win this Premier League, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just telling you, let's see at the end of the season. That's it. Chelsea, for me, they're gonna win the Premier League. That's it.